Greetings! I am Yanel Morley, Esquire, Chairperson of the Board of Education of Charles County and proud District 4 representative. The purpose of this video is for me to share some information about what it is like to serve as a member of the Board of Education of Charles County. As many of you may know, we have recently had a vacancy on the board. The board is seeking to appoint another representative for District 4. Our 10-member elected Board of Education serves the educational needs and interests of Charles County. One student member, known as the SMOB, who is voted for by their peers in middle and high school annually, also serves on the board. The student member can vote on all matters except for those related to appeals, personnel matters, the appointment, salary, and evaluation of the superintendent, collective bargaining, capital and operating budgets, and school closings, openings, and boundaries. 2 board members are elected from each of the 4 Charles County Commissioner districts to serve a 4-year term. In addition, there is one at-large board member whose term is staggered from the rest of the board. The next general election for the Board of Education for members elected by district is set for November 2026, and elected members are limited to 2 terms. The at-large member seat will be up for election in November 2028. The term limit was enacted in state law in 2022. You may be wondering, what do board members do? And how is our role different from the superintendent? Simply put, the board is the what and the why. What policies will be established or revised, and why are they needed? The superintendent is the how and the who. How will the policies be implemented, and who will be responsible for implementing them? The what and why are defined in board policies, and the how and who are defined in the superintendent's rules. While the Board of Education is charged with the governance of Charles County Public Schools, the superintendent is responsible for the day-to-day operations of our school system. 46 schools and centers, over 28,000 students, and 4,000 staff members. The board establishes educational and fiscal policy and approves the annual budget, currently at $529 million for fiscal year 2026. The board hires, evaluates, and supervises the superintendent, decides appeals, approves personnel appointments, advocates for students and staff, and so much more. Maryland law outlines the election process for the Board of Education, including criteria candidates must meet in order to be considered in an election, or to be considered for any vacancy that occurs during a member's term, such as now with District 4. The law also outlines board member compensation, meeting requirements, and the annual selection of chairperson and vice chairperson. I am currently serving in my first term as a board member and 2nd year in the leadership role as chairperson. I previously served as vice chairperson. Being a board member is a considerable commitment and sacrifice and requires passion and excellent time management skills. In addition to a scheduled monthly meeting and work session, both of which begin during typical work hours, board members attend special events, participate in special town halls and meetings, visit schools and centers regularly, network and meet with elected officials, and complete professional development relevant and meaningful to education. We also advocate for our students and staff and help ensure any issues brought to our attention are addressed and resolved. Beyond serving on the board, my colleagues and I also work full-time and have outside organizations we support, in addition to making time for our own children and families. We all have children, grandchildren, and loved ones who attend or have graduated from Charles County Public Schools. We also serve on CCPS committees related to the blueprint, on the Charles County Chamber of Commerce committees, and on the Maryland Association of Boards of Education committees, also known as MABE. I am a member of the MABE Board of Directors. I am also currently serving as the chairperson of the National Black Council of School Board Members and on the Board of Directors of the National School Boards Association. We are thrilled to have Charles County well represented on the local, state, and federal levels. The board also recently established 4 subcommittees: fiscal management, policy management, strategic planning, and community engagement, Each board member serves on at least one subcommittee, and several also serve as subcommittee chairs. The subcommittees also meet regularly with staff, and in the case of community engagement, members of the public and community stakeholders. The meetings are held virtually, posted on board docs, and are available to the public. As you have heard, serving on the Board of Education requires a serious and sincere commitment to best serving the interests of all Charles County Public Schools stakeholders and ensuring that those who matter the most, the more than 28,000 scholars we serve each day, have the best education possible. I applaud anyone who takes on a role in public service. Serving on the Board of Education is a high level of responsibility and one that is deeply rewarding. Our decisions impact thousands each day and the future of education for our children. It is not a role to consider lightly or without doing your own research about what the board does. If you are interested in serving on the board, I encourage you to visit our YouTube channel or visit our website for more information. Our website is full of wonderful information and resources about our school system. You may also access board docs via our website, which lists all of our public meeting dates and links, as well as our policies and superintendent's rules. I also invite you to attend our monthly public board meetings, typically held on the second Tuesday of every month, beginning at 1 p.m. at the Starkey Administration Building in La Plata. We also hold monthly work sessions, typically on the fourth Monday of every month, beginning at 4:30 p.m., also at the Starkey Building. Our board meetings are recorded if you are not able to attend in person. Feel free to contact me directly via email with any questions. Thank you for your time and willingness to serve. Goodbye.